Y'all put y'all shit away in the fall, man. I got those, y'all. Everybody. All right, AJ, get one of those seats. Good try. Spare it up. All right, Greg, spare it up. All right, good run. That counts. It always counts. Yeah. All right, let's stay, Hoss. Good pitch. Come on, Hoss. Come on. Come on, Jimmy. Get the Hoss down, man. Bring her to the ball.
afternoon. We're down here at the DMV South match between Frame for Murder versus High Power. Apologize for being late. Coming from Philadelphia all the way down here to Alexandria, Virginia. Looks like it's a tight race on the scratch pair. Here on Frame for Murder, you have Raymond Clark III, Justin Parker, and Mr. Vincent Charity versus Mr. Michael Simpson, Jason Parham, and Mr. Anthony Simpson. Looks like here Frame for Murder is off to a great start on the scratch. No, I'm sorry. On the what's this? The 13 handicap? It's a handicap. Oh, here. I'm sorry. On the scratch pair. Looks like Frame for Murder is off to a decent start, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Looks like the ball is moving a little bit here. But looks like Mr. Vincent Charity has a good look on his pair. He has 3 strikes on a row. They're just getting started though, so it's going to be interesting to see who blinks first in this match. Like Mr. Jason Parker doesn't seem that he only has 1 strike in the first 4 frames, as opposed to Mr. Jason Parham. Let's see what he does on his strike here, on his shot here. Leaves a 2 count. Well, it looks like it's going to be an even match on the scratch pair. Let's see how it continues to go. Looks like here Powerhouse is coming back. Let's see if AJ can throw a strike here. At least he can stay in the same realm of Mr. Charity. So family, how you feel?
Long way from home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Charity throws the ball, and he leaves a 10-pin. Question is, can AJ match that same energy? Can he throw a strike here? Keeps it tight, and he leaves a pin. So now both go on not on 9 count. Question can be now at this point, who can actually take the lead on this point? It's on the scratch pair. It looks like the scratch pair is in a close match, maybe difference of between 8 to 10 pins. So let's see what happens. And Mr. Charity picks up his 10 pin. Not that you expect anybody on the scratch pair to miss an easy pin, but let's see if Mr. AJ can pick that up as well. And he does. So far after 4 frames, it's 214 murder for Frame for Murder, and 206 for High Power. Now the question is, who's going to blink first? I love good, strong matches, especially when the lanes are not cooperating. You have to play it to get a run on strikes.
Y'all lucky. We don't see. I mean, 280 per minute.
Okay, so they continue to fight it out. See who's going to make a difference at this point. Let's see who's going to make a difference. Looks like JP comes back with the strike. Looks like his second strike of the game. Let's see what Mr. Parham does. As usual, lefties throw pretty good balls. Let's see if they don't seem to be putting a string of strikes out here, though. But it's still early. Let's see what happens.
Come on! Go get it, boy!
High Powered is trying to redeem themselves from last year. They made the playoffs, but they lost in the first round of last year. So this year should be an interesting opportunity for them, because the most important thing, Mr. Charity comes back with a strike. They were the DMV South champs, but they lost in the first round. So they have to rethink what they're doing in terms of getting on the road to Battle Bowl. You have to be consistent throughout the playoffs no matter what. So during the season tour, they won their last match. They won their first match of the year, 36-4. So they're off to a good start. But as you know, you have to be able to maintain your momentum and get ready for the playoffs. So their anchor man in the fifth frame has a split. He only picks up one. So let's see what he does from here on out. Looks like to me, Frame for Murda is not a team to be playing with. You have to be able to maintain strikes. You have to pick up your spares. You can't afford to have splits. Mr. Anthony Simpson, a.k.a. AJ, has 2 splits in this first game in frames 1 and 5. That can hurt a team. That gives Frame for Murda an opportunity to move ahead in the total pins for this first game. Let's see how it goes. The lanes could be breaking down quickly, which can also affect a team's ability to be able to make adjustments for the game. Looks like everybody's making trips to moving to their left, but they might want to consider moving up and slowing the ball down. So we'll see. We'll see. I've never bowled here before. And it looks like Frame for Murda is up a little bit on High Power. But once again, it's still early. AJ on High Power cannot continue to have splits in this game. It just gives an open opportunity for Frame for Murda to actually take the lead in this game. It's still tight, though. And Mr. Justin Parker doubles up. Key part, what will Mr. Vincent Charity do here? Ooh, lefty again. Mr. Parham leaves the 7-pin again. He threw a pretty good ball. Sometimes it's about how you finish the shot on the tail end of how you on your release. So unfortunately, he left his 7-pin. Let's see if he can pick this up. This could be huge because sometimes people recognize the moment and they get too tight at the line and they pull their hand away from where they should put away from their mark and they miss the 7-pin or the 10-pin. Let's see if Mr. Parham, right now Mr. Charity is up. Let's see if he can double up on his shot. He put more pressure, even more pressure on Mr. Parham. Ooh, and he leads the 10-pin. So already we're seeing people not finish. I felt like he didn't finish his shot And Mr. Parham picks up that 7 pin. Good shot, Mr. Parham. And now it's Mr. Charity's time to pick up the 10 pin. Those corner pins are very difficult. It may look easy. Some people make it look easy. But at the same time, it can be very difficult depending upon how much time. If I were Mr. AJ, I would go up there and wait and put even more pressure on. Let them think about it even more. Let's see if Mr. Charity can pick up this 10 pin. And looks like he should have it. He didn't follow through on that, so it could have went right into the gutter. But he at least put it in the right spot. So he didn't even seem comfortable about it. He's very happy to pick that 10 pin up. Let's see what happens later in the game if he has to do that and see what he does then. Okay, let's see if Mr. AJ does something here. And he throws a strike. So he helps to redeem himself, keep his team at least within 11 pins of frame for murder because of those 2 open or splits that he had earlier. Looks like everybody seemed to be playing more inside in this game, so you more or less have to keep your speed up, it looks like here. Okay, we have Mr. Raymond Clark III. Let's see what he does with his spot. But everybody seemed to be playing around 8 to 10, going through down 15, down at 7 to 10. So let's see what happens. He gets a strike here, which is a nice leadoff. You always want your leadoff man to set the tone in the match. Let's see if Mr. Justin Parker can throw a strike and get a trio. They open up a bigger lead, even bigger lead on high power. In this game, you want to set the tone early so you can put even more pressure on the second and third game. You don't want the, ooh, uh-oh. That's not good. Mr. Parham threw a split. That's not good. I'm sorry, Justin Parker just threw a split. That's not good. Let's see what Mr. Jason Parham does. See if he can capitalize and put a strike, get his team back in the game. Keeps the speed up, follow through all the way, gets a strike there. Mr. Justin can only pick up a spare here. Still left the 10 pin, so he has a split. He had a split early in the second frame, but this one here, he couldn't close it. Texas is talking about they want to come to Mega Bowl. That should be interesting. What the handicap pairs look like, they're still close. On first team handicap, looks like here, frame for murder. And it has a 386 to 340, but the anchors are both on trios. And looks like here, you see Mr. Goodman just throws another strike. So he has a six in a row. Let's see if, well, that's TC. I'm sorry. TC had 4 in a row now. Let's see what, let me see. I can't see. Go ahead, dog. I see you, man. Mr. Leonard just threw a strike here. So let's see if Mr. Anthony Anderson can answer that right now. Ooh, Mr. Charity leaves another 10 pin. So to me, in my estimation, he's just not following through. You have to stay underneath the ball and follow through completely. They got to change that. AJ threw a 9 count, not a strike. Still tight on all three lanes. Nobody's taking a commanding lead by far, except for frame for murder on the first team handicap. The other two lanes are very close. All right, let's see what happens. See if he can pick up the spare. Okay, Raymond picks up the spare for frame for murder. Still a close match. Still anybody's game on the scratch pair. Mr. Parker. And he leaves a 10-pin. He leaves a ringing 10-pin on top of it. He's throwing the ball more towards the side. Needs to go stay a little bit underneath the ball and go from down 15 down to 7. And let the ball come back into the pocket. In this type, it looks like in this house you have to trust your ball all together. Mike Simpson with a strike, puts a double. Looks like high power, look like they're trying to fight back into this match here. Look like AJ has 2 strikes in a row since his split. So they're right there. And it looks like, unfortunately, Frame for Murder is all they're doing is getting 9 counts. They need some strikes here. Look like high power, looks like they're going to try to put the pedal to the metal and seem like they're going to try to drive away with this game on the scratch pair in the first game. So let's see if they can continue to strike here. Very important strike. Ooh, left the 7-pin. Mr. Jason Parham, once again, not following through. He stayed come on the side of his ball. You can't do that in this house. You have to let your ball come into the pocket and smash the pocket. It has to come on like what I call a baby angle. You don't need so much to do, but you have to have the ball come into an angle, and you can't baby the shot. Two-handed bowlers are allowed in the league. You just have to join the team. Come up north. We have a whole bunch of two-handed bowlers. All right, AJ is on a 2 in a row. Mr. Vincent Charity needs a strike here. The last 2 balls have been a ringing 10-pin. AJ throws another strike. He can put his team in the lead again. He can put high power back in the lead on the scratch pair going into the 9th frame. You always want to set the table. And just for everybody's edification now, Mike has 2 strikes in a row. And if AJ throws a strike here, he'll have 3 in a row. That's perfect going into the 9th and 10th frame. Let's see if Mr. Charity can get a strike. Oh, my goodness. That's not good, Mr. Charity. Now he has a split. He's not following through with his shot. AJ with the ball, and he throws another strike. Okay. Looks like here, Frame for Murder is self-destructing at this point. They're not doing everything they need to do in order to keep the thing. AJ turned it around. He's looked like he's found his shot. Looked like he's following through. He's getting down. Young people can do that. And he's put his team in the lead. Unfortunately, on Frame for Murder side, they started off good, but now they're self-destructing, getting ringing 10-pins. Their anchor man is getting a split in an inopportune time. It's just not a good situation right now going into the 9th and 10th frame. Okay, let's see what Mike Simpson does. Mike Simpson throws a strike here. You might as well count this game to high powered at this point. Oh, he leaves a split. Man, you have a good start, but now you can't finish it. So let's see. Mike, come on. And it finally went down. He got 3 in a row. So Mike Simpson throws 3 in a row. Mr. Raymond Clark is having a time over here. He had a split, so they have to put the pin back up. Let's see if my man Mr. Parham can do. He needs a strike here just for his own confidence going into the next game. He doesn't seem to be following through on his shot. He seems to be just coming around the side of the ball. But even if you do that, you still have to use fingers and follow through on the shot. Let's see what he does. He did a little bit better. He got the ball deeper into the pocket. And he brought his hand up a little bit more, but I still think he has a little bit more still that he can do. Now, Mr. AJ can slam the door shut on high power side, and they can win this first game with the split from Mr. Raymond Clark III. I can definitely see why Mr. AJ is the anchor man for high power. Let's see if he can throw 4 in a row. And he gets a ringing 10-pin. Still a good shot. He still got to pick up the spare. Even though looks like high power is looking nicely going into the final 10th and final frame, it's important to see who can pick up. Mr. Raymond Clark can pick this up. If he's going to pick it up, he's going to have to throw it as if he's throwing at the 10-pin with a little spin on the ball so the pin can slip over and hit the 10-pin. Let's see what he does. Sometimes you have to see the shot before you throw it. Looks like he has an opportunity. Ooh, went right past it. Still a good idea. He had the ball. He had the ball where he needed to be. He needed the ball to come back just a little bit more. Now that's going to put even more pressure on his team. Looks like AJ picks up the 10-pin. So there's no opens for high power in the 9th frame. That's huge because now without frame for murder, they can pick up maybe another 30 pins if they strike. So they'll be up by 41 sticks. Anything can happen. Still anybody's game, but they need strikes. Oh, boy, leaves a 7 count. Mr. Parker, that didn't look good, sir. You can't win games when you're underneath 200 in a match on the scratch pair. The shot doesn't look that difficult where they shouldn't be. Everybody from frame for murder seems to be coming up on the side too much instead of staying behind the ball and finishing the shot. They do that, I believe that they can make a difference in the 2nd and 3rd game. But sometimes it's hard to change what you do as a bowler. He's still bringing that ball, still see, what did it do? It left him alone. So he has 2 opens. Frame for murder has 2 opens in the 9th frame. They're definitely not going to win the first game, unfortunately. Now they have to figure out what they have to do now. They should be talking to each other to try to get back on track because high power looks like they'll run right past them with a little bit more juice and be relaxed. That's the worst thing you want is for your opponent to be relaxed upon you in this match. So let's see what happens here. It's important for Mr. Vincent Charity to at least throw a strike here. If he begins to follow through on his shot, stay behind the ball and follow through, he should be okay. He seems to have the best look on his team. He looks like he kept his hand down. There you go, but he got a strike anyway. So at least he's back on track. Let's see what Mr. Raymond Clark does here, the 3rd in the 10th and final frame here. And he leaves a 7-pin. He needed a strike just for his confidence here. Now, if it was me, if I picked this ball up, I would think about getting another ball to see if I could get it a little bit more aggressive. Their ball doesn't seem to be hitting the pocket too strongly. Okay, Mike Simpson. All right, and he throws the strike. That's 4 in a row. Now they're open up a can early on these guys. If you look at their faces, Frame for Murder was in the match early on in the game, but now it seems like they're losing confidence as they continue to go on. The question is, can they regroup, talk to each other, look at ball selection, and talk to each other about how they're releasing the ball? It seems like they're short-arming themselves. That's a good ball. Mike Simpson follows through all the way. He has 5 in a row. Let's see if he can end the game with 6 in a row. Now watch the release of Mr. Raymond Clark III as opposed to Mike Simpson. See, he doesn't follow through all the way. But it looked like he made a ball change. The ball seemed to hit the pocket more solid. Well, his expression still says, well, I'm not really sure. I'm really kind of upset at my performance, but you got to shake that off and go on to the next game. Mike Simpson goes out with 6 in a row, finishes with a 257. versus Mr. Raymond Clark III with a 183. Looks like here, once again, when you have strikes in a row and you're coming off a, oh boy, Mr. Parker leaves a 4 count. This is not good. This is not the way that you want to perform. Now, in all fairness, Mr. Justin Parker really is a cruiserweight. There's a 210 average on the scratch pair. So you can see the deficiencies that comes with that type of average. But it doesn't mean that cruiserweights can't outperform themselves or perform well. He might be a new bowler. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Mr. Parker, but at least he picked up the 4 count. Now, if it was me, I'd be talking to him from Mr. Charity. I'll be all in his ear. At least looks like here Mr. Parker also is getting the ball changed. Mr. Parham leaves a ringing 7-pin. Looks like he brought his hand across his body a little bit. So let's see what happened. And once again, Mr. Parker just doing anything. We're going to have to call the cops on him if somebody stole his game. Looks like, to me, Frame for Murder scratch pairs seem to be very upset. Nobody seems to be locked in except for Mr. Charity. Mr. Charity has a 219 average, and he's the anchor man. So it might just be you do the best that you can with what you have. I understand that, too. They're going up against bowlers who average 230 or better. The probability of them defeating high power is not great, but you can always put up a good shot. You can always put up a good fight. Sometimes if you sometimes you may lose the game, but you learn something. You come back and attack the second and third game, and you reduce the amount of total pins that you're down by. You have to have a plan. Mr. Parham throws a split for the second ball, ends his game with a 197. So down Mr. Justin Parker's game of 176 doesn't look as bad because Mr. Parham ends his first game with a 197. It's the top and bottom bowlers that have to perform even better to give Frame for Murder a chance in this match. Let's see if Mr. Charity could put 3 in a row. At this point, it's about bringing down the total pins in the first game to give your team a chance, an opportunity to win across the board totals. And his first ball he throws is a strike. Mr. AJ throws a strike as well. At this point, it looks like if Frame for Murder goes out, they'll only be down by a few pins instead of a whole lot. They'll be down by 90 underneath 100, which is better than nothing. I love the trash talking in the UBA. And Mr. Charity leaves a 4 count. So the best he can do is go out with a 211. If he picks it up, AJ throws another strike. Best he can do is go out with a 214. Everybody jumping up and down. And you're supposed to do this for your team. It's only the second tour stop of the season. But I love it. I love the energy. I love the energy that the UBA brings. I love the camaraderie and the test of your skill and as well as your mental toughness. So Mr. Vincent Charity goes out with a 211. And Mr. AJ leads the 7-pin and goes out with a 213. So after the first game, looks like here, Score is 6 on the scratch pair is 667 versus 570. So on the scratch pair in the first game, high power is up by 97 sticks. That's not insurmountable to come back from, but Frame for Murder can't afford another game like that. If they do, the match will be over. These games aren't perfect. Everybody had different levels of talent. But at the end of the day, you want to be able to outperform your opponent. Now here's the scoring. For each game your team wins, you get 2 points on each pair. And then you get 4 points for total pins overall. So the most you can win on your pair is 10 pins. Then they give you additional 10 pins based off of the total pins across the board from all 3 lanes. So a team can win the maximum is 40 points. Early on, you never want to be underneath. You always want to be in double digits, whether it be 10, 12, 14. You never want to be losing 36-4, 32-8. Why? Because those points are hard to come back from. Those points at the end of the season are hard to come back on. So you may lose a game, but you also want to make sure that you don't lose total points, or you want to make it so that your team has an opportunity to win on a regular basis. And let's see if Mr. Raymond Clark III can come back and start his team off with a strike here. And he leaves a ringing 10 pin. How you start is very important. Let's see if Mr. Mike Simpson, he left a ringing 10 pin as well. And he throws the ball into the gutter. So once again, high power starts off a little bit different than they did the first game. Let's see if Mr. Raymond Clark III can at least pick his 10 pin up and start his team off on the scratch pair. Sometimes you can set a tone if the match gets into a, oh boy, he picks it up. He picks up the 10 pin. Guys are going back and forth, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens from here on out. Looks like on the scratch pair, high power won by 97 sticks. Looks like Frame for Murder won on the first team handicap. Second team handicap is not over. First team handicap for Frame for Murder won 722 to 681. Looks like they won by 41 sticks. So it's still overall still a close match. What Frame for Murder needs is their second team handicap, which is winning right now. They need to continue to win. So your one pair may do very well, but if the rest of them don't perform well, it hurts the team overall going towards total pins. So you may win by almost 100, but if the other two pairs win by 40 and 50, it's still anyone's game. And Mr. AJ comes back, finishes his first frame up with a spare. Let's see if Mr. Vincent can start off with a strike here, especially since high power leadoff man Mike missed the 10 pin.
Come on, let's work it down. Come on.
Let's go. I gotta whip them in the shape sometimes.
I hear you. Even the cheerleading section is in rare form. They trying to win. Okay. So now we're going to start looking at handicap 2. Looks like, once again, it's still a close match. Looks like Frame for Murder won on the second team handicap 666 to 605. So they won by 61 sticks plus the 41. So now, unofficially, Frame for Murder is up by maybe like 5 or 6 points. So you never know how the game starts. So it's just the first game. Frame for Murder actually is technically up.
Come on,
I don't see the bravado that or the high energy that High Power had early on in the match because their team is technically behind. They lost though on the first and second team handicap, and they're down a couple of pins, so I wouldn't be too worried, but it's still anybody's game. So you want to make sure that you come out and you start doing what you got to do.
Come on.
All right, Mr. Parham comes back. He follows through nicely. It's 2 in a row. Now we're about to start looking at the second team handicap. On the second team handicap for Frame for Murder, you have Mr. George Tate, Mr. Tanisha Tate, and Diamond Barton. They won the first game by 61 sticks versus Deborah Epps, James Keevy, and Tyrone Johnson. So it doesn't matter if you have the biggest averages in the world. When you get that handicap, right now, looks like Frame for Murder on the second team handicap is getting 64 sticks versus 27 for High Power. So sometimes if you have people who are up and coming in their abilities and they're bowling pretty good and they're focused in a match and they have nothing to lose, that actually sometimes can work against a team with high averages. So let's see what happens this second game. Looks like here, unfortunately, hold on, looks like people have to make the transition. Generally in the second game, people are looking to make transition or handle the transition. Okay, yeah, I'm watching. All right, Mr. James Cook from High Power is trying to come back. Looks like Lulu had a split in the first frames. That doesn't mean too much, especially since they're getting a lot of pins. But you want to try to keep those splits and misses to a minimum, so you let your handicap work for the better for you. And let's look here. Okay, Mr. Jordan picks it up. Mr. James Keevy rather picks up the spare. Now we're looking for Tyrone Johnson. He had a 190 game. He averages 239, so he kind of hurt his team that first game. Let's see if he can redeem himself. A 230 bowler should not be underneath 200 if you're going to make a difference. Okay. Looks like Mr. Johnson throws a strike there, so he redeemed himself starting out. He said it's not how you start, but how you finish. But at least got a strike in the first frame. Okay. Looks like Diamond Burton picks up her spare. So let's see how they do the second frame. It's going to be quite interesting to see if Mr. Gregory Tate can actually come back and throw another strike here. It's important that you double up, especially when you're setting the tone. Versus Deborah Epps. She carries a 226 average, so she's no slouch. She looks like she's very focused in this match. It's interesting to see how one bowler comes up with headphones on, which is in some tournaments you can't even wear that. And let's see if he does. He needs to make sure he stays focused. Mr. Gregory Tate is a 207 bowler, so he's a cruiserweight bowler himself. Throws a nice ball, but he threw it too far out to the right. It did not come. Looks like here in this house, you have to keep your ball tight into the middle. If you play outside, the ball looks like the ball's going to go long on you. But you still have to keep your speed up. So he kept his speed up pretty good, but he threw his ball too hard. Let's see if Miss Deborah Epps does on her ball. And she leaves a ringing 10-pin. So nobody was harmed in that first ball in the second frame. And Mr. Tate picks up his ball, his pin. So now he had, it's pretty much still a close match. The question is who can actually take a lead. They're going to be counting on Mr. Tate to actually put a string of strikes together. The way he throws his ball, he looks like he should be able to do that. Okay, up next is Miss Tanisha Tate, but we'll see if Miss Epps can actually pick up her ringing 10-pin. And she looks like here. Oh, she had a drive-by. She did not pick up her 10-pin. So now Miss Epps has actually given Mr. Tate, who's a 207 bowler versus 226 bowler, a little advantage here. Anytime high-powered misses a 10-pin or gets a split and on the second team handicap, that enables a team to run away. So what the advantage that they had from the split in the first frame by Tanisha Tate has now been taken away because Miss Deborah Epps, missed the 10-pin. She missed it by a mile. It looks like Mr. James Keevy left a ringing 7-pin, so there's a lot of ringing going on out here. If your ball, when you throw it, doesn't leave a messenger, you're in trouble. Looks like Miss Tanisha Tate left a 7-pin as well. The tougher pickup is for Mr. Keevy. They cannot afford to have him to miss this shot. I know it's early, but if he throws that into the gutter, no, he picks it up. That could be a major problem for his team. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if Miss Tate can pick that ball up, pick that pin up. And she does, so it's no harm, no foul. So it's still a pretty even game on the second team handicap. Once again, Frame for Murda won on the second team handicap by 61 sticks in the first game. They're getting 60, well, they won by 61 sticks. They're getting 64 sticks, so they almost beat High Power Scratch in the first game. Tyrone Johnson, see if he picks up the strike, and he does. He's setting the tone for High Powered on the second team handicap. Question is, can the rest of his team follow through? He started the first game off with a 190, so that was a good performance, but it seems to be coming back on the second game. Looks like Diamond Barton came back with a strike as well, so she's trying to match the talent. And Mr. Tate come back with Mr. Greg Tate come back with a strike. So he's setting the tone. He's putting the pressure on Miss Deborah Epps. It's going to be quite interesting to see if she can answer the strike that he just threw. Looks like to me, at least on the first and second team handicap, looks like to me that Frame for Murda is not looking to bow down to High Power, no matter how they did the last game. And unfortunately, Miss Deborah Tate Epps, leaves a ringing 10-pin. So now the question becomes, will she miss this again? Sometimes people can continue to keep their mind on the first and last frame where she left a 10-pin and she missed it wide. So let's see if she does. Let's see what she does here. Let's see if she picks it up. And I failed to mention that High Power, they don't have the same energy they started the first game off. And Ms. Lulu comes back with a strike as well. So now she's actually looks like she done righted her ship from the first frame, but throwing that split. Let's see if Ms. Deborah Epps can pick this ringing 10-pin up. And looks like she does a better job. She picks up the 10-pin. The question now is, can she needs some strikes here. It looks like her confidence might be a little bit jolted. Sometimes in a big match, you have a person who has a lower average. You know that you're better than them, but they're outperforming you in the match. That's not a good thing. Now, that's where your teammates come into play and help to garner the opportunity to help you to get back on track. Mr. Keevy's having trouble, too. His problem is he doesn't seem to be following through on his shot. He seems to be leaving his hand down. He's a lefty. He leaves an 8 count. with a mother-in-law. Sometimes that can be, the way, since it's on the right side, you shouldn't have any problem picking it up. But you never know. I've never seen this guy bowl before. What he has to do is follow through on his shot in order to make that ball come back with no problem. All right, that's better. Oh, my goodness. Somebody call the cops. His face a little screwed up there. He's a 213 average, but with a 213 average, he should be able to pick that up. Looks, he has the left side all to himself, so what he should be doing is following through or get a stronger ball and be killing that pocket. I see that. I saw that.
Come on!
Sorry if I got the names mixed up. That's how it is on the sheet. Looks like Frame for Murder. I'll get the right name as soon as I get opportunity. What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Tynesha.
Where you bowl at?
Shoes right here.
Are you bowling second?
I'm anchored.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's diamond?
Oh, right there.
She's bowling what, second?
Yeah.
All right, they had the lineup mixed up on the sheet. So sorry, brother.
No, you good, you good. What's up?
You know what I mean?
My bad, bro.
It's all right. Thanks for letting me know. They had it mixed up on the sheet here. I can only go by from the sheet since I don't know the bowler, so I apologize. Thanks for letting me know. All right, McGee, thanks for letting me know. And Miss Deborah Epps throws another 9 count. She needs a 7 pin. That has to be demoralizing as a bowler. Oh, looks like Mr. Gregory Tate, he had a chicken wing going on right there. They might have a wing stop or something, get some chicken wing, because that's what caused him to miss the 3 pins to the right. Hey, tall guy, stop chicken winging the ball. You did just like that. That's why your ball went straight through. All right, come on, keep. Whoa. Ain't no crying in bowling either. Miss Epps looks like she'll pick up the 7 pin, so she's doing good.
If he won't miss the ball, let him miss the ball. Okay?
I saved another camera from being broken out here, so that's good. Okay, that's it. Miss Diamond Barton can throw the ball, get a strike here. She got a strike here. That's 2 in a row. She's redeeming herself from the first ball. Miss Diamond carries a 2-8.
I'm sorry. She be on. I give her that.
What y'all do down here? Okay.
That's she decided she want to do that.
No, I'm just asking a question, bro. Y'all,
you good.
Y'all put a 202 bowler down at the anchor over 218?
Oh, no, that's what they decided to do, but I have all faith in my teammate.
Who running this team?
Huh?
Justin Park right there, the second bowler on the scratch pad.
Yeah, I see him tell him he need to work on his follow through. Okay, he's doing it now in this game, but
yeah, it most definitely is though. But we got faith in all our teammates though, so I'm not worried at all.
You're not worried?
No,
I mean,
sir.
y'all did win the first game, but
we did.
it looks like y'all winning the second game too. But you got to keep it going. All right.
Always, we'll keep going always. You know it. Always.
What's your name?
Oh, Tyler.
Who?
Tyler Brooks. Everybody call me Black though.
Black who?
Black. My name is Black.
I'm Mr. Black. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, all right, brother. All right.
Man, you know,
all right.
What's the DMV, man?
There you go. Thank you, sir.
No problem, man. No problem, man. Let's go.
You better give me some barbecue afterwards.
We got it, man. We good, man. Get this done, we good, man.
All right. All right, Mr. Tyrone Johnson throws a split. So I don't think he's going to pick that up unless he throws it to the right side and brings it off the ball. Okay. Mr. Tanisha Tate picks up her 7th pin. She looks like she's very solid in this game here. So right now, looks like once again, Frame for Murda is back on their game. And every time High Power has an opportunity to capitalize, they leave a split.
That's my nephew. I can talk to him like that.
Mad that I said something about his game?
Absolutely not. He shouldn't be. I said something about his game.
Oh, Lord. No, you didn't.
But that's my blood nephew. I can talk to him how I want.
Okay, well, you can tell him to follow through pretty good, all right? He coming through a little weak.
Sure. Like he's scared or something.
No, you got to get on him. He can throw the ball.
I got it.
One at a time. What's your name, ma'am?
Tina.
And what do you think your team's going to do today?
Oh,
they lose on the first.
Ain't no question.
They losing on the first and second team handicap.
That's the only one. That's the only two they get. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Don't forget Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa too.
Well, y'all started off good, but right now y'all losing the total pins made by 4 or 5 sticks. Now that means nothing in the game.
That's
but
right now.
Once again, your first and second team handicap are losing.
It's all how you finish. It's all how you finish.
All right, now what's your prediction here?
I'm gonna say 32-8.
Say that again. I seem to be losing my mind here. What did you say?
32-8. You heard me.
So that means y'all gonna win everything else.
Not everything else. We got this.
But y'all lose on the first second team handicap again.
That's right now. You just wait.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that prediction. So I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna bet on us every day. I'm betting on us every day of the week, all day.
So you betting on High Power?
High Power.
32-8.
Twice on Sunday, yes.
Oh Lord, girl, you too many slogans here. All right, we're gonna see.
He listening. He double.
Look at that. Look at what.
Don't walk off on that weak shit. Don't walk off on that weak shit.
Hey, but he got a strike.
Hey, it don't matter. That shit.
He's on a double. Let's see what my man can do.
That shit weak.
Now I don't know. Your leadoff man got to throw a strike here. TK got to throw a strike here. And y'all lose on the second team handicap, just so you know.
I can see that.
Okay, I'm just making sure. It's looking bleak, sis. It's looking bleak. How you doing today, sir? Mr. Kiwi, right?
Yeah, we can go with that.
All right, Jordan, what you want to go? You Jordan?
Yeah,
okay, I'll give you Jordan, all right?
All right.
Now, it looked like you started off pretty rough in the first game. You started off rough in the first game. Looked like you threw 2 strikes in a row. Did you make any adjustments, sir?
Actually, yeah, from two of my teammates. But
one was your aunt.
No, she yelled at me. That one adjustment or any help.
Sometimes people can get through it different ways. So what did you do, sir? What kind of adjustments did you make in the game?
So I tried throw the ball left, try and see a hook, but obviously it's not giving me that. So
right,
close it up a little bit, go straight up the boards, and see what we can do from there.
Okay, and then and also too, you possibly could. Is it better that you think that maybe you follow through a little bit more deliberate?
I feel like now I calm down a little bit more.
Okay, so let's see how you finish the game then. Okay,
I got you.
All right, sir.
We worried.
I'm washed up. Hey, listen, I like to put the kids to bed, though. They was barking all night. I said, get your mouth on your father. Why? Because you ain't got enough money for me.
Uh-oh. So did somebody back out of a bet? Is that what you're saying, sir?
They bet somebody 20. They want to bet the real shit.
Oh, okay. Let's see if Mr. Deborah Epps can throw a strike here. And once again, she leaves a ringing 10-pin. That seems to be very demoralizing at this point. She has one strike in the game. She seems to be throwing her ball all the way out. And when you do that, it doesn't seem that the balls come back on this pair. Let's see what Miss Diamond Barton does here. Ooh, she gets a ringing 10-pin after going 3 in a row. So now it's going to be an attrition of who can pick up their 10 pins. Is that close? Is that close? And Miss Epps looks like she picks up her 10 pin. She doesn't seem to be bowling with a lot of confidence. Has her head down. I don't see anybody talking to her on her team, telling her what she could do differently to get a different result.
You doing a whole lot of talking back there on that damn microphone.
I'm just commentating, baby. That's all. Looks like Miss Barton picks up her 10 pin as well. Now we're looking for Jordan the lefty to see what he can do on this game, this frame here. What you think he gonna do, ma'am? Say something. You the predictionist. Let's go.
Come on!
Oh, she quiet now.
You being mighty funny over here. Oh, come on, nephew. You got this.
Nephew did okay, but he left a 1 pin up, so he didn't get a strike, but at least got back on the right track.
It's the 6 pin. It's the 6 pin.
Now, when it's definitely all the way in the corner, I can see that. Okay, he picks up the 6 pin. Nephew seemed like he's still getting it together. He's throwing the ball better. All right, let's see what Miss Tanisha Tate can do. Lefty throwing us. Ooh, she leaves a 10 pin. She didn't follow through. She didn't follow through on the shot. Oh, look like Mr. Tyrone Johnson throws a strike. Look like he's back on his game. Oh, Lord.
Hit me like a grown man.
It hit you hard?
He hit me too hard.
Why don't you tell... Why don't you... Still ringing? Okay.
That was 2 frames ago.
Uh-oh. Don't hurt him, though. He's trying to stay in the game.
He getting a pound from him.
Oh, he getting a pound. I understand. That's the exuberance of when you're hitting strikes.
Hey, just in case you missed it, you got another strike.
Ooh, Miss Tate just missed the easy 10 pin. Yes, she did. That's on her. That's not on her side. So she should have hit that with no problem. She looked like she brought her hand across her body. Miss Tate. 7 pin. And we on live. You missed the 7 pin. What happened?
Well, I didn't miss the 7 pin.
Oh, what happened?
That was a 10 pin, but the ball got stuck on my thumb.
The ball what?
It got stuck on my thumb.
Oh, your first.
So bad.
Okay, your first ball, you didn't come through the ball with authority. Make sure you follow through.
Okay.
Right.
I appreciate that. I was just about to make a phone call.
Hello. This is a close matchup, so Mr. Tall Guy, he got his act together. He threw 3 in a row. You seen the lanes better, sir?
Yes, sir. I am seeing the lanes better. I was just
hold on 1 second. I'm gonna give you a chance to explain that. Looked like Miss Deborah F. She threw us left for 7-10, but she's having a tough time. You are a 207 bowler.
Yes.
You're giving it to her real hard in the game. That is. So what did you do to make the change here, sir?
I just moved a little bit right. Get the ball out a little more.
Where are you playing the ball? What marks are you using, sir?
15.
Huh?
15.
Down to what?
I don't know.
7.
7?
Yeah, come on, man. You
Nah,
gotta
I'm
know
on the
this
bowler,
stuff.
though. I'm a hooper,
You
so.
just played one on TV.
Yeah,
Huh? Okay.
yeah. I'm a hooper, so I've been
Well,
playing. I played 11 years overseas, so my wife taught me how to bowl, so.
Okay.
So I just came out.
Look, you doing a good job today. You got averaging 207, so it ain't like you don't know nothing. So don't stop doing that. Don't not give yourself any credit.
Right.
You're doing a good job here. Let's keep it up, all right?
All right, thank you.
This team is tough.
All
right, they say they're going to take all your lunch money. That's what I heard.
No, they ain't take nothing. They be good. They ain't taking shit.
No, they say they taking lunch money. You going to let them take your lunch money?
Lunch money? We want it.
All right, I'm going to let you get back to bowling, man. You're doing a good job, all right? Keep it up.
Come on, Sam. Give me one right here. I said, give me one right here.
Okay. Okay, Miss Diamond Barton with a strike. Way to go. They making it real tough on high power. Ooh. Nephew left his hand down. Leaves a ringing 7-pin. He actually looks pretty good.
Much better shot, though.
He gotta finish. No, it's muscle memory. He's leaving this. He's going halfway instead of going all the way. He got to finish the job. All right, talk to him about that. And he picks up the 7-pin, so that he at least recovered the frame. You never want to leave a frame open. Looks like frame for Murda is trying to get back and is trying to continue to widen their lead on the second team handicap. Question is, what is Mr. Tyrone Johnson going to do? Is he going to double up here off of the open for Miss Tanisha Tate? Let's see if he throws a strike here. And he does. Leaves a messenger. That's important. They need to get back into this game. Let's see what Miss Tate does here. If she throws a strike here, if she follows through on her shot, there's nothing that can't be done here. They'll be up by 43 sticks. She finishes the shot. Ooh. She came on the side. Yep. All right, Miss, what you saying now? What you saying?
I ain't saying nothing.
You're not saying
I'm watching.
nothing?
No, I'm sitting here watching.
Okay, 'cause this looks like on the first and second team handicap, it's a good matchup.
It's a good match.
It's a good matchup.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
It's not over.
It's not over yet.
The fat lady ain't sing.
She ain't sung yet.
She ain't even warming up.
I don't know. I gotta find her first, but she ain't ready.
Oh, okay. She ain't ready. All right. And what's your name, Miss?
Go, TK!
What's your name?
Weezy.
Oh, here we go. I'm George. Oh, Wheezy. Okay.
I wasn't being funny. You asked me my name.
Okay, Wheezy.
Or Mrs. Cole.
Who?
Or Mrs. Cole. Mason. Whatever you want to call.
Which one is he? Right there, the tall guy?
That was you.
I want to see him dominate. He looked like he a good bowler.
Pretty great bowler.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. He found his game.
Mr. George Tate done threw another strike. He got 4 in a row. They making it real tough on high power on the second team handicap. Good strike, sir. All right. Now, it's important that Miss Deborah Epps come back and at least get a spare or a strike or something. She leads the 7-pin. She looks like she might need a stronger ball. For a 226 bowler to be up against a 207 bowler, and 207 bowler putting 4 in a row, it's going to be real interesting to see how this team on the second team handicap for high power gets back in the match. Right now they haven't begun the second. Let me see if Miss Epps picked this up. Nothing should be ever taken for granted here. And she picks it up.
Come on. Keep fighting. Ain't no quitter.
All right, let's see if Nephew can do what he got to do. Let's see if Diamond Barton comes back and does what she needs to do. She throws a strike here. Nephew needs to answer the call with a strike here. There's no questions asked here.
Look it over this way. Look it, Blaine. Look at that.
Who said that? Uh-oh. Miss Diamond throws the ball. She leaves a ringing 10-pin. Let's see what nephew does. Oh, man. Brought his hand across his body. Got a 5 count. He's not bowling bad. He's just not putting the ball where he needs to.
He bowling bad.
Well, he said to me earlier that he was trying to calm down.
Yeah, he probably needs to calm down. But he's a much more better bowler than what he's doing right now. So I'm not going to take it easy on him.
Okay, now, Mr. Keevy is a 213 bowler, so you're right.
It's Keeve.
Huh?
It's Keeve.
All right, thanks for letting me know.
No problem.
All right, so with he left it open there.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to him to get him back on track?
What would I say to him?
What would you say to him without screaming at him?
I ain't going to scream at him. Relax.
That's what I tell him.
And throw the daggone ball.
Right now, he's over there.
Overstimulated.
Right, yeah.
He's doing it to himself right now. So
well, Mr.
I'm gonna be nice.
Keep him in the game.
Come on, Ty.
And he throws another strike.
That's what he's supposed to do. Come on, anchor man. Hold up your fellow comrade over there.
Now, the thing is, Miss Tanisha Tate is coming back 2 opens in a row, so she has to throw a good ball here. Let's see what she does.
There it is.
Oh, it was there. It was there.
Yeah.
She's a strong bowler. You can never underestimate
move to her right 2 boards and then throw down out and then let the ball come back in.
That sounds like a good idea, but guess what? I ain't gonna tell her.
Ooh, you mean.
That's the ops. That's the ops.
You know what? And you know what? You're supposed to do that because you rule for high power, right?
That's right.
Your nephew.
You didn't look at my sweatshirt.
I couldn't see the sweatshirt. I'm sorry. All right, let's see if Miss Tate picked this up. This is a big pickup here. If she doesn't, she might give your team high power an opportunity to come back into the match.
Right.
But she picks it up.
That's a good spare.
You like that spare?
Yes, great spare.
All right. She's smiling. She's relaxed. They're looking like they're doing their thing on this spare. Let me ask you a question. Is there an opportunity for this match to end in a 20-20 split?
No. It's either going to go one way or the other.
The only reason why I'm saying that is high power has lost on the first and second team handicap in the first game. Currently, they're losing on the second game on both pairs.
For now. That's about to change, too. But the difference on pinfall was only 5 pins, so I definitely don't think
for what
overall. After the first
true.
game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
It was only 5 pins.
You can do math? All right.
I could do a lot of things.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, baby.
All right, Miss Epps gets a strike when she definitely needs it.
She was in the hole. All those
She had a lot of ringing
tipping. Yep. With minor adjustments.
Did you tell her what the minor adjustment was?
I said maybe she needed to throw it straighter. I don't know what the fellas told her to do, but she got a strike.
Uh-oh, Miss Diamond came back with a strike, too. They answering questions out here.
Yeah, as they should, you know. That's what I do when I bowl.
When you bowl, did they let you on the lanes?
I'm the owner. I prefer them to.
Well, you should get in the match.
No, they can do it. I'd rather stay on the carpet.
Okay.
Come on, boy!
All right, nephew, come back with a strike. Okay. Strike game. He's trying to keep the bleeding from happening.
Right, because that Band-Aid that they had put on was wearing off. It was coming back off. Come on, baby!
When I first got here, it seemed like you guys were louder. What happened to the?
I don't know, but I got that under control.
You got that? Oh, you got everything under control. That's your job.
That's why I'm on the carpet.
Oh, Lord.
Pump them up.
Was that what you call it? Okay.
You know, because I don't like this. This is a church, sound like a church league right now.
I go to the library myself.
I got them. They'll be back. Watch.
They'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll come see you at your table.
Okay. She's just putting the ball down. She's not following through.
Yeah.
She has to for her, I would tell her to get a little bit stronger ball, move to her right, and put the ball down and let it follow through. Uh-oh, TK just missed a crucial 10-pin on the first team handicap.
Let's go over there!
What you saying now? Say that again.
Let's go over there! I don't need a mic.
Oh, you sure don't. And TK come back with a strike. So he's trying to match the energy of Mr. Gregory Tate. Keep going, Mr. Tate.
I got to give him my left hand.
Oh, Lord. Here you go. Yeah, I know he did mess your hand up. All right, that's better. She should pick that up with no problem.
Come on, I see 50 pins. That's doable. Let's go.
There was no opens in that last frame. Currently, after nine frames, frame for Murda is up 568 on the 17 handicap to 514. It's going to be interesting to see who can go out and who can maintain their strikes in a row.
Big right here, y'all. Big.
I hear you screaming.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened this last frame.
Let's go. Let's watch.
You ready?
We watching it together.
That's right.
We ain't even looking at the scratch no more.
No, well,
We
no.
need the other two to do what they need to do.
Mr. Gregory Tate threw another strike. He threw it with authority.
He surprised himself. Don't lie.
That
Don't lie to them
young,
people
he's
on
a
that
bad man. What you talking about?
camera. What? What are you talking about?
I'm trying to help you. Let's see if Miss Epps does. All right, she looked like she found the right ball in her hand. Looks like the lanes done broke down, but look like she done found the right ball to throw into that pocket.
The lanes ain't necessarily broke down.
Yeah, they breaking down. You going into the third game now.
We knew better.
Because her ball kept going long. That's why she kept getting the ring and 10 pin.
I agree with that.
Oh, you agree with that? Oh, bless your heart. Let's see if Mr. Tate throws another strike here. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Who's this man? Look at him. He all excited. He got his earphones on.
After them lives, he told that first game.
He has 1, 2, 3. He got 7 in a row.
That's not carryable.
But guess what? He had to figure it out.
Yeah, just say that. Don't tell people I can't carry.
I didn't say that. I just said,
Not you.
oh.
Come on, bring it back, girl.
For a 207 bowler to come back with a very good game this game, that's outstanding. He's thrown 7 in a row. Let's see if he can throw his 8th ball. You think he's going to throw the 8th ball?
Might as well.
Oh, see, you're optimist. All right, I like that. I like that.
You on 7, you might as well throw 8.
Oh, here we go. And you so nice.
Sometimes.
All right, let's see if he throws 8 in a row. Oh, he goes out. He sets the tone for his team. He ends the game with a 244 scratch.
Almost 100% increase.
Yes, you're 90. That's okay.
Almost.
Yes, almost. That's right. All right, let's see if the key thing is, and guess who else goes out with 3 strikes in a row? Miss Debbie Epps. So she's now locked in for the next game.
Yeah.
She goes out with a 194. Now, my prediction is she'll come back and do a heck of a job in this last game. So let's see if High Power can win the last game. Ooh, ringing 10 pin for Miss Diamond Barton.
Let's go, Jordan.
Let's see if what kind of ball you think Jordan gonna throw?
A strike.
I say 9 count. I was wrong. You were right.
You should have listened to me. I ain't gonna stir you wrong.
Oh, say that one more time.
You should have listened. I ain't gonna stir you wrong.
Okay, what you think you gonna do on the second ball?
A 7.
Yo, you bet. If he do that, I'm done. If he do that, I'm done. Yo. And I'm like, you know everything. All right, that's his own. His aunt, right? His aunt said he gonna throw a 7 count, Mr. Jordan. I hope. Well, you hope you're wrong. Let's see what he does. If he throws a 7 strike. Woo, girl. Yeah, that's true. Okay, he goes back-to-back strikes. He needs to finish the game strong to bring down that total count for his team. Diamond Barton did not throw a good ball there, and she leaves a 9 count. Miss Diamond Barton goes out in this game for a hefty 207 after throwing the first game 201, so she's having a little tough day today. Her average is 218. And nephew goes out with a trio in the 10th frame. Goes out with a hefty 198.
Let's go.
He looks like he's locked in. At this point, they can bring down the total count, still lose the game, but they can bring down the total count, which is what you want to do when you're having a close match right now.
I got faith. I've seen stranger things happen. Let's go.
That's true, but it have to be a total collapse.
Give me this 30, and that's a start.
That's true, provided that Miss Tanisha Tate don't do the same, correct?
Correct.
Let's see what she does here. Throws the ball, good shot. Woo, first ball, strike. Look a little bit different, but she got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell, I can see the dismay on your face.
Ain't no dismay.
Let's see what Tyrone Johnson can do.
10.
And he throws a strike.
So,
that's 5 in a row for him.
Come on, baby, let's go, let's go.
Mr. Tyrone Johnson turned things around after a 190 in the first game. Let's see what he does the second game. See how he finishes the second game. Right now he's doing a heck of a job. Let's see if he can finish it and pull this game closer and closer.
Come on, TK. Let's go. It ain't over till it's over.
Now, Ms. Swishy said that the match was going to be 32-8. What's your prediction on the match?
Who said that?
Your cousin.
I don't have no cousins in here. Look at that. Can't beat that.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Yes.
Miss Tate got a lucky shot. She brought her hand across her body and went not Jersey. It went North Carolina on you.
Not Brooklyn. What are you?
Uh-oh.
It's all right. She stole your strike. She stole your strike.
Well,
when a lefty go Brooklyn. It's not Brooklyn. What's it called?
Oh, Delaware.
We're going to come back strong this game. And we're going to handle our business the way that HP does, okay?
Now, if I would...
Let me hold the mic. I'm going to do the interview. I don't know how familiar you are with my team, High Power.
No, I'm beginning to learn of your team.
Okay. So, High Power was established in 2017
bless you.
by myself and one of my best friends, Debbie Myers-Barnes,
Okay.
2 females.
2 females.
We've grown over the years. We got a really, really strong core of bowlers. We are a family-oriented team. We love to come together. We love to have fun. Most of all, we love to bowl. So we're going to come back and do this the way that HP do.
Now, I'm going to say this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Your team is nice on the your team is nice on the scratch pair, but you're losing back-to-back on the first team and second team handicap.
Yep, I see that. But we about to win this, and we about to win total.
You sure?
Yep.
That's your final answer?
Yep, so I'm about to have to stop conversating with you on the mic and walk around and do what I generally do.
What do you generally do?
Go cheer my team on.
Yeah, but you got to be able, they got to talk out there.
Yeah, they going to come back here on this carpet, and we going to have a little powwow session.
You going to pull the whole team off the lane?
I might. You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
All right.
All right? I'll be back to chat with you soon.
Please do so. Okay, Miss Epps, see how she starts this game off. She starts off with a strike. Look like she's locked in. She's playing in the middle. She's not putting the ball out past 7. Looks like she's throwing a much better ball. Let's see how Mr. Gregory Tate comes back. Oh, he throws the ball way out. He ordered a pair of chicken wings, a set of chicken wings. Yeah, that's why he tapped himself on the chest. He knew he was wrong for that. Once again, on the second team handicap, they're up by 129 sticks in this game so far. The question is, can they finish the job? Can High Power come back on this pair and catch this team? Okay, Mr. Tall Boy picks up his spare.
They're done. We're going to start.
One more time right here, baby. Game time, let's go. got it. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy.
You heard that?
Don't go nowhere.
Come back here.
Let's go, Diamond.
Hey, Auntie. Okay.
I told you I had to do something. I'll be back, I promise. All right, come on.
I like that one.
Stop. After this play, come back in. Hey, boy. Don't go yet.
Talking about this.
Okay.
We're gonna start here.
All right. All right. Uh-oh. Tyrone Johnson just missed the three on his right side. He leaves it open. That's not good, especially since this team had lost the first and second games in the first two games. Now it looks like here, if Frame for Murder can go out and they continue to win on the first and second team handicap, and if by chance their scratch pair can actually win a game, they can win 22-18. If they don't, this match could very well go 2020. And Mr. Gregory Tate once again comes back with the strike here. Now, High Power had a team meeting in the back because they were getting obliterated on the first and second team handicaps, which is taken away from what the scratch pair is doing to Frame for Murder. Then the question becomes, who can garner the total pin totals at the end of the match? Right now, the scratch pair is actually keeping High Power in the match. Miss Epps come back she has 2 strikes in a row. Well, that's Diamond. I'm sorry, Diamond Barton. She throws a strike. She throws 2 strikes in a row. Let's see if Miss Epps does. See if she can answer the phone as well. Because right now, sometime when you get to this point, you can actually lose a match due to people getting frustrated. She throws a ringing 10-pin, but she looks like she's much better locked into the match. So she'll need to pick this 10-pin up. If she doesn't, it's going to be very interesting to see how High Power come back to answer the phone. Because right now the phone is ringing, they're losing the game, and if they continue this way, it can blow wide open against them. All right, first team handicap is coming into the match. They're about to start. For Frame for Murder, you have DeAndre McCoy, Mr. Terrence Barton Jr., and Anthony Anderson versus David Yarborough the third, Nathaniel Colding, and my man, Mr. Leonard. Let's see what happened. They are getting, right now for High Power, they're getting beat right now. They're down by 132 sticks on the first team handicap. So when that occurs, you have to the goal here is to win the game. That's all. And you can win the game if and only if the scratch pair is able to win like they did the first 2 games. If they don't, that's going to be a problem. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But these two teams are fairly close in total pins. So nobody's running away with the match. Now it's going to be can High Power finish off Frame for Murder on the first and second team handicap. Right now we're going to focus on what happened. Right now they're about to start on the first team handicap. We covered the scratch pair and we covered the second team handicap. Right now is going to be, can High Power come back and win a game on the first and second team handicap? If they do, they'll win the match. Looks like TK came back and throw a strike. He's been bowling pretty good all day. Let's see if Mr. McCoy can come back and meet that energy, that same energy. Yes, they have to right now. Let's see if Mr. T. Ooh, okay, there's a split for the first game. Looks like he threw the ball. He grabbed his arm a little bit. I wonder if he's hurting or if that's just something that he does to remind himself to keep his elbow in. Look like Auntie got her team back, at least focused a little bit more, but the match is not over. All right. Unfortunately, Mr. McCoy leaves a split. So your split versus strike. Let's see if Mr. Nathan can answer the phone here. He answered the phone with a strike. High Power needs this game no matter what. High Power has to win this game. If they don't win the game on the first and second team handicap, they happen to lose on those two pairs, they will either tie or they could lose the game based off of totals. All right, Mr. Spartan leaves an 8 count here. Let's see if they can maintain their composure. They have to continue to win like they were doing earlier. You can't have splits. You have to have strikes. See if TC. Oh, he leaves a 1. Let's see if he can. He should be able to pick that up. He's a much better bowler. I remember when he was in my cruiserweight. Now he's a 235 bowler. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Mr. Terrence Barton Jr. threw that ball in the gutter, and the pins were on the other side of the lane. So right now, frame for Murda has started the game off. This last game, third and final game, with 2 opens. That's eating into their handicap, number 1. Number 2 is making the game much closer, which will give or should give High Power even more confidence. They have to get locked in and start doing what they came out here to do. Okay, Mr. Anderson with a strike, so at least he closed his frame for his team, but they gave away some points. It doesn't seem like they're talking to each other, so either that's confidence in your abilities and you know that you made some mechanical mistakes, or you look and see that you're going to have to come back and you figured it out. Let's see what he does here. Very important shot here. Looked like he threw that ball like he was a full roller. That ball didn't break at all. All right, Mr. McCoy has to pick up his 3 count. Uh-oh. All right, let's see if Mr. McCoy can pick up the 3 count here. Sometimes people can throw the ball and they miss everything. Oh. They don't seem to be locked in this third and final game. Looks like they're maybe overconfident a little bit. But if they continue to bowl like this, they may end up giving away totals on their pair. All right, let's see what TK does with his second shot of the third game. Looks like in this house you definitely need to keep your speed up in the house when you roll the ball. So let's see. He throws the ball down. Throws a strike again. He's been locked in all day, like I said. He got his cool glasses on. Go ahead, player. I see you. Okay, let's see if Mr. Barton can at least recover from the open frame that he had the first game. Throwing the ball on the... And it looks like he comes back with a strike. Okay, looks like he figured it out. So maybe that last frame was an anomaly. Confidence is key. Even if you make mistakes, you have to continue to attack the big giant. See Mr. Nathan Dunn, lefty here, nice ball. He's coming to the pocket, he hits a strike there. Good shot, he followed through all the way. Got something hanging from his beard. I'm not sure about what that's all about, but at least he's throwing strikes. Let's see if my man TC can throw a strike here. They need to make sure that they're locked in. Let's see if Mr. Anderson does, if he can throw a strike here. It looked like he got the strike. He got lucky on that one. It was really kind of high. Thought he brought his hand a little bit across his body, but he's able to still make it go down where it do. Let's see what TC does here. This young fella here is a beast. And he throws a strike. So nobody got hung on that frame from his team. Question become now they done had a little pep talk in the back. Now the question becomes can they finish this up? It's not how you start, but how you finish. So if frame for Murda stays close to them, they start putting strikes behind strikes behind strikes. Now it doesn't matter. It makes it even more. Okay, he looks like he's bringing his hand across his body. He's not following through. He's not putting his hand up. He's bringing his hand across his body. He's trying to direct the ball into the pocket. You might have gotten away with that in the first two games, but now you can't do that the last game because the boards have changed. You have to move with the transition. So right now it looks like to me, frame for Murda is not actually reading the transition right on the first team handicap. TK throws another strike. Looks like everybody on high power has moved to their left, throwing the ball up like 18 down to 10 or 7 or 8. The ball walking right into the pocket. Looks like, unfortunately, frame for Murda has not figured it out. And if they don't continue to, it's going to be a situation where they give up back their total pin count. They've already given up their handicap because now high power is throwing strikes on the first team handicap. Let's see if Nate can continue on with his strikes. Seems very confident. I think he's like maybe it's two people on his side, but he seemed to be throwing the ball very well. Once again, it's not how you start, but how you finish. Oh. Leaves a 6 pin. Get 9 on that pair. Uh-oh. Once again, it's not how you start, but how you finish. Now this should be an easy pickup for Mr. Nate. Let's see what he does. Right now, let's see if Mr. Barton does. See if the young gun can actually do what he thinks he is. People put on names that they shouldn't be. Okay, and that ball broke. He's not making the transition. He's not reading the transition well. Woo! Mr. Nate almost missed that. That ball almost went long. But he picked it up, so it doesn't matter. Nobody said it had to be pretty, sir. Nobody said it had to be pretty. Okay, let's see if the young gun can pick up the spare here. He threw it kind of two-handed, and he did not pick it up. Those are the mental mistakes that teams cannot afford when the match gets tight in the third game. It actually breaks the confidence of your teammates if you can't pick up what they would consider to be an easy spare. What he should have did was aim for the 6 pin and let the ball go and act like you're shooting for the 10 pin, but let the ball come back. He do that, he would have had no problem. But when you try to be cute, you're walking straight to the line. You're not going to pick that up. And this match is getting closer and closer now. It looks like high power on the first team handicap actually looks like they potentially could make their first win on that pair. And if they're smart, if they continue to blow, they can blow by and take the total pins. Instead of losing 8-2, they can win 6-4. That'd be a great comeback for a team. All right, my man TC got to pick his 10 pin up, and he does. He's a 235 bowler. I expect nothing less. All right, Mr. Anderson has to pick up his 10 pin as well. All right, Mr. Anderson throws the ball. Looks like he's lined up, and he picks up that 10 pin. And frame for Murda on the first team handicap really is going to have to bear down and think of, they need to talk to each other. Right now, nobody's talking to each other. Mr. Andrew is sitting down. Young Gun is standing up watching his partner, and neither one of them have a clue as to how to attack the lanes. It's not mechanical, and he seems distracted looking back to see what his teammates is doing. When you're on that lane, you should be thinking about just what the ball is doing. And he comes back with a ringing better than he did the first first three frames. So let's see if he can pick up this 10 pin. Looks like all the commentators, the people commentating on the page, are actually seeing what's going on here. They're following the game pretty good. Question now is, what's going to happen now? Can he pick this 10 pin up or not? And it looks like he does. Okay, he stopped the bleeding, but he's not getting strikes. TK keeps striking. Strikes actually win games. Spares keep you in a game. Woo! Uh-oh. The messenger got it. Actually, little buddy from the gutter that actually came up and hit the 10 pin. So TK with 4 in a row. Let's see, a Young Gun. He has 2 opens coming off of an open. You can't win this game. They have to get back to what they did in the first two games. They have to make strikes and be loosened up and have fun. Now, when a team actually shows up with their averages, you actually have to still perform. Let's see what Young Gun does. All right, he comes back with a strike. Okay, he has to become more consistent with his shot. Looked like he threw strikes back-to-back on lane 16, but he's having trouble on 15. If it was me, I would be looking at what my teammates are doing. Look at how the other players are playing the lanes. All right, Mr. Nate throws a strike here. Looks like here. Uh-oh, yes, he does. He's back on track. All right, Mr. Anderson is up. Let's see if he can stop the bleeding. They need strikes. They don't need spare. They need strikes. He throws it out kind of far. He's come back with a strike here. So looks like Mr. Anderson, the OG here on the lanes, looks like he's reading the lanes pretty good. He's keeping his team in the match, but the rest of his 2 players, I can see one bowler having a tough time, not 2. You cannot win a match if you have 2 bowlers not in the match. My man TC throws another strike. Looks like he's having a time. He's throwing strikes on lane 15 and not 16. You okay, bro? You all right, man? I love you, man. All right, so looks like here, let's see if TK, you need a leadoff man that's throwing strikes because he sets the tone. TK is setting the tone. TC is coming up, pulling up the rear, and they're keeping them all in the game. It's not how you start, but how you finish. All right, he throws a strike there for his first ball, Mr. McCoy. They're being disrespectful walking on another man's lane when he has 4 strikes in a row. But looks like Mr. TK wasn't even phased. He said, okay, let me put my cool glasses down and go throw this strike here. I would not have walked on Mr. TK's lane being as though that's my first strike I threw in the game. That's just disrespectful. I know he's trying to throw him off, but that ain't something you do. And I know this is UBA, but that might give Mr. TK even more motivation to throw a 300. Let's see if him walking on Mr. TK lane actually made a difference. Oh, I don't know if it affected him or the fact that he waited too long, but he's off of that string of strikes. So he letting them know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there go the antics. He said, yeah, he talking about trash. He called this game trash, and he was wrong for doing that. Now he walking on somebody else's lane. There's a lot of good bowling out here. There's a lot of good bowling. This match is not over. Not by far. On the first and second team handicaps, both teams for high power are doing well this game. The question is, can they keep it up? It's not how you start, but how you finish. But TK is off of that string of strikes of 4 in a row. If he gets back on his game, he's a great leadoff guy. Hey, TK, what did you say to my man here?
I told him get in the trash can.
What that mean?
It means he's trash. It's time to fucking go.
Woo!
Condolences 316.
Okay. Way to go, TK. Finish your job, sir. Well, you heard it from TK. Let's see if Nate can answer the phone. Uh-oh, he got a ring 7-pin. Sometimes antics like that can change the flow of a game. It looks like here now, Murda, frame for Murda, actually is back on the string of strikes, and now all of a sudden, high power on the first team handicap is off their strike game. Let's see if they can finish this match, because you have to bowl good all 3 games in the UBA. All the antics are designed to distract you and get your mind off the game. That could have been a crucial thing, him walking in front of TK. And Mr. Anderson throws another strike. So he kept his team in the game. He got his team back. I don't know how they got back in the game. Uh-oh, condolences, 316. I see you. Uh-oh. Looks like Nate picks up his spare. Let's see if he can continue the matchup. It's going to come down to the wire. Nobody is exempt from being able to run off with this match here. So even though TC needs a strike here just to keep his team in the match, because they started off well, but with a little distraction, now they're having a little difficulty here. Let's see if TC can actually pick up a strike here. All right, he does. He stops the bleeding. Good match. Good ball, rather. But they still got to win this pair. They still got to win the pair, so it's not over. Oh, this is a match and a half. That's all I'm going to say. There's 300 going on with Mr. Jordan, the nephew, through 8 frames, through 8 in a row. Now I'm back to see what Mr. Distractor does here. Mr. McCord, that's if he has to double up. If he doesn't double up, all that distraction you did in that last frame means nothing. Now, you all heard from TK, he said this game was trash. So let's see if his game trash. Whoa, he throws a strike. That don't mean his game still ain't trash, but he threw a double. So let's see what, sometimes you do a Dennis Rodman move and distract the player, get his mind off his game. Let's see if Mr. TK is still affected by that walking on his pair. Now, I would have been upset too because he had 4 in a row. He was bowling really good. The question now is, can he finish? Big ball for here, Mr. TK. He has to come back with a strike. And he does. And he does. He take them cool glasses off. Now he's still bowling. There you go. Come here. All right, Auntie. What you say? What you say to your team?
Can I cuss? Get y'all shit together. Oh, you said no too late.
Yeah, right.
Bleep me out.
Yeah, do it again.
Get y'all bleep together.
That sounds better. Way to rally your team.
I said, make your spares, talk to each other, and let's finish this.
Yeah, look at that. Way to go. Let's see if Nate can finish this. Nate been throwing strikes this game here. Let's see if he can throw a strike here. He needs another strike. Uh-oh. He threw a split. Uh-oh, distraction. Added again. He added again. All right, Mr. Anderson. They need Mr. Anderson to throw another strike. Look like Young Gun got his act together, finally. But the game is not over. Unfortunately, Mr. Nate done threw a split. If he can pick it up, that'd be great. If he can't, that's going to hurt his team's chances of taking this game. All right, Mr. Anderson throws another strike. Frame for Murda is actually pulled ahead in this match on the first team handicap, but it won't be to the next frame. Let's see what TC can do. This is a very interesting match here. Doesn't seem like Mr. Nate is bothered by it. Okay, here come nephew again, Mr. Jimmy Cooks. Let's see if he can throw another strike here. Oh, as soon as we go to it, he misses it. Good run, young fella. Now back to lane first team handicap. TK, I see you came back. Your man threw a double.
That's cute.
Oh, you said that's cute?
That's junior league up there. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Listen, in here, anybody can strike, but can you carry consecutively? You know?
Now, your pair has lost, and now TC leads the ring in 10-pin. Your team had lost the first 2 games. Are you going to win this last game?
We're about to throw these bowling balls and let the pins talk. I can say anything. It could be right or wrong. We'll let the bowling talk. Since they was chirping, I'm going to let my bowling talk.
I like that, TK. Go back and lead your team, baby. And TC picks up that 10-pin. So, unfortunately, going into the 7th frame, High Power Nate had a split, and TC is off his string of strikes. If you maintain a string of strikes, you have the ability to get back into the match. All right, let's see if Mr. Distractor, I don't name him, gave him a new name. He by his distraction, he changed the momentum for High Power. Let's see if he can throw a strike here. And he does. He gets an 8 count. Now you know High Power is going to be jumping up and down. It looked like he overdid it with his arm positioning. That's what he does. He has an easy spare, but he's proven that there's no spares that's easy. TC just gave him a oh, TK. TK could not afford to have a split. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if Distractor can. Oh, he chops it. He lets him back into the. Oh, It went down. It went down. So he got lucky. I don't know how it did. He got lucky. He must have been up there with a little gremlin back there. Unfortunately, TK couldn't get as lucky. So this match is even, but now you have two guys on frame for murder up with trios. Let's see if they can close it. Let's see if they can continue their strike game. This could put their team back in the lead on the first team handicap. They could actually win all 3 games and take 10 points on this pair. Once again, it's not how you start, but how you finish. Being as though Frame for Murder's scratch pair is getting beat by almost 300 sticks in totals, I think they should be okay. They should still take the match because neither the first or the second team handicap for Frame for Murder can actually win all 3 games. It looks like here on the second team handicap that, it might be closer than I think. They're in 10th frame, so let's see what happens. Okay, Young Gun has to pick up his 4 count. If he don't, he could really give a chance to High Power to try to come back, not take total, but they can try to come back. Right now, it's still close. Right now, they want to win the game. Ooh, he left it open. He didn't follow through all the way. He left his hands down. On that, you need that ball to cut back sharp into the pocket, into the 4 count, and then you took them all. But he left his hand down. So sometimes you can go with a regular strike ball. Well, it looks like to me the scratch pair is taking all 3 games for High Power. Looks like they won by 200. Let me see. Let's put it this way. They won by a lot of pins. Question becomes how many can every point counts. What can happen on this pair? People walking all into Mr. Anderson, nephew walking all in the eyesight of Mr. Anderson. Let's see if that affects Mr. Anderson. He's a veteran, so it shouldn't, but let's see what happens. Then he throws another strike. That's 4 in a row. They keeping it so that they can possibly win this match. Both teams, High Power as well as Frame for Murder, have an open. They have a bowler that has an open in the last frame, in the 7th frame. So now it's going to be crucial to see who can capitalize on that. But Mr. Anderson has 4 in a row. Nobody on a High Power has 2 in a row. Nephew walking all over people lane, but he walking in front of Mr. Distraction. Let's see if he. Now Mr. Distraction is distracted by him walking off the lane. So let's see what happens. Anytime a bowler is talking to another bowler on another pair and not focused on his pair, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to throw a strike. And he does throw a strike. Now he walking in front of Nephew. He looking right back at him. What kind of mess is this? This is the UBA, baby. And Nephew misses the set 10 pin. I cannot believe that. Nephew, congratulations, goes out with a 268. So it looked like Mr. Distractor, a.k.a. Mr. McCoy, is actually doing his job. Let's see if it was enough for his team to come back and win on the first team handicap and take all 3 games. Sometimes teams don't forget what happened today, and then they end up, Now this is it's interesting because on the second team handicap, they had an opportunity to take totals. But if Miss Tanisha Tate comes back and throws a strike, they in turn will actually take totals. All she really has to do is keep the ball on the lane. And she throws a strike. They'll take totals, so they'll win 8-2. Frame for Murda would win 8-2. Unfortunately, on the ball that Mr. Tyrone Johnson needed, he needed to throw a strike going out in the 10th frame. He got a split 7 count, unfortunately, and their day of winning the totals on that pair is over. Looks like here, unofficial, if you count up the total pins, High Power will win. Ooh, hold on now. Yeah, High Power should win. Let me see. Frame for Murda should get 16 points. So High Power should win 24-16. Let's see if that actually is the case. See if they can get more points. I'm counting that High Power will win this last game on the first team handicap. Right now they're down. But it's not over. Ooh, TC just avoided a 7-10 split. He's left with a 10-pin. Mr. Anderson's left with a 10-pin. Let's see if both of them can pick it up. Right now, every pin counts here. All right, looks like Mr. Anderson picks up his 10-pin. I said 22-18. It very well could end up being 22-18. And no disrespect, High Power gave this away. Looked like early on they wasn't ready for the match. They had too many distractions, and they put a lot of high bowlers on the first team handicap. 230, 231, 235. It doesn't leave you any struggle room versus a 211, 222, and 210 bowlers. Let's see if Mr. Distraction can throw a strike here. They have to do what they can to try to win this match. Right now, this Distracted is still distracted. He's not paying attention. Let's see if that affects his bowling. Okay, he throws another strike. He reminded me of Dennis Rodman. He knows what he's doing out there. And through all the chaos, he has a plan for what he's doing. So let's see what happens here. Going into the 10th frame with 2 in a row, that could burst this game wide open. Now, TK has to throw a strike here to give his team a chance in the 10th frame. It's close. It's still close, but he has to throw a strike. And he does. All right, it's still close. They're only down by 31 sticks. Young Gun has to throw a strike here, and Nate has to throw a strike so he can eat into that 31-point lead. They'll only be down by 21. So anything can happen. All right, Young Gun throws his strike, 2 in a row. Woo, this is going to be nice. Hold your seats. All right, TK. This ain't over. The fat lady didn't sing. She was trying to warm up, but she ain't doing nothing right now. Let's see what Nate does with his ball. He has to throw a strike here. And he leaves a ringing 7-pin. That could be interesting, being as though Young Gun threw a double. And he better not miss this 7-pin. All right, let's see if Mr. Anderson does. He was on 4 in a row. He left a 10-pin. Let's see what he does here. Ooh. Looks like he left a 9-pin hanging. Let's see if Mr. Nate can pick that up. And he does. So it's real tight.
Don't worry, I'm a chat. Don't worry.
I know who you are. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Finish your shot. You're coming around on 2-2 and you're making your ball go long. Come on. You hurt my feelings, man. All right, let's see if TC, he's been having struggles this game. Let's see if he can throw a strike here. He's been getting either ringing 10 pins or he gets strikes. Let's see what he does here. This is a pair that he throws strikes on. He needs this strike. Oh, my goodness. 8-pin. The enthusiasm is down. High Power can still win this match 22-18, which is what I said the match would be. Hey, Miss Lady, what did I say the match was going to be? I said 22-18. I said 22-18. You said what? 32-8.
I think he said 2020.
Come on. I said 22-18. I said 22-18. Let's go. But it's still a good match. Y'all still win. But after you win 36 to 4, you got to come back and win this game. Don't get mad. Yes, you are. I got anger management class coming up.
I don't know about that one.
Come on, finish it up. All right, let's see if Mr. Distraction does in the last frame. Nobody distracted him this game. And he leaves that 7-pin. If TK actually goes out, they High Power can win this game on this last game. Let's see what TK does. Important ball that he gonna throw right here. Mr. Distractor leaves a 7-pin, unfortunately. Let's see what happens now. Big ball here, big ball. And he gets a strike. And he gets a strike. He got his cool glasses on. All right, Distractor picks up the spare. He still has to throw a strike here. His team is up, but not by much. TK go off. He can make this game close, even closer. Let's see what happens. TK strike out. This game can actually, High Power can actually only be down by 1 point. Woo! Leaves that ringing 10-pin. So they'll still be down by 20, depending upon what this Distractor does. He has to throw a strike here. And he throws a strike here. So they'll be up by, let me see. Well, he has to pick up a spare. They're up by 13 pins. Way to get the countdown. But now the question is, what will Young Gun do? That's the big question. And Nate, let's see what Nate does. If Nate strikes out, let's see if they're going to need Young Gun to actually get a split or a spare on this first ball. Young Gun goes up. Two-handed bowler. Leaves a 4 count. Oh, boy. He done left the door wide open for him. Let's see if Nate can take advantage. Oh, man. He didn't bring his hand all the way up. That's all he needed to do is bring his hand all the way up. Both bowlers get a 6 count. Leave 4 pins. Now the question is, who's going to pick it up? All right. Young Gun picks his up. Let's see what Nate does. Oh, he doesn't. That's a harder spare to pick up on the ones in the corner, 4 in the corner. Good try, baby. Let me see. So y'all, was it?
When you come up the back of it, that's what happens. Checks up.
Say it one more time, sir.
When you come up the back of the ball, that's what happens after you burn that area up. It checks up early.
Now I was surprised you put more hand in the ball, but you didn't follow through all the way to make your ball go longer.
No, I hit everything I wanted. It's just
you left your hand down. You know that, right?
Hand down, man down is marked.
Yeah, that's
it's just bad bowling.
No, I wouldn't say bad bowling, sir. Let's see if TC can win the game for you.
Yeah. We need some help. Yeah.
Need Mr. Anderson to throw a split this right now. If you ever prayed for one right now.
Yeah. Ultimately, it come down to pin count, and we didn't get it done. So I'm put it on me.
No, you didn't get it done on that pair.
Yeah, it's a team effort. We win overall.
No matter what.
But, I mean, that's been, they get the breaks.
That's true, but you guys still won the match because your scratch pair tore them up. They beat them so bad they're looking for their mama. So the best they can do is maybe about 130. Your second team handicap almost won total. Yeah, so that's what enables you to win totals. So with the 10 and 10 is 20, and your team won the last game, so it's not a 20-20 split.
You just got to get the carry at the right time. The timely strikes. That's always been in bowling, and it's true. In everything. It's all about timing.
You right. We'll see you next time, brother.
Oh, yeah. Good job to them. They bowl good. We have fun. And, we come better prepared next time. Hopefully the breaks go our way.
That's true, and they not giving you so many pins. They're not giving up so many. Y'all not giving up so many pins.
The handicap is the handicap. I'm not a sandbag. I don't believe in sandbagging. You get your average, you earn your average. So you're going to bowl what you're going to bowl, and it is what it is.
Thank you for spending your time, sir.
All right.
Hope to see you again, Mr. Colton.
Good job commentating.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
No problem.
Look forward to seeing you
22-18.
That's fine. High power.
Y'all still won.
We won.
That's right.
That's the goal, right?
That's right.
It
Win
ain't
every
got to
match
be a
you can.
40. It ain't got to be a 38. We came up with the W.
Anything over 30 is much better, though, right?
It's much better. However, we going to take that W.
Okay. I see. Hey, bro. All right. We saw a great matchup today. The team on the scratch pair for high power is what did it for them. They carried their two teams. Unfortunately, the first and second team handicap didn't have a great day today. But sometimes you have to win the last game. It's important to win the last. You may be having a bad day, but Miss Deborah Epps got it together. She shot a 235. Jordan, the young fella, came back with a 268 at the same time, and TJ shot a 222 on the last game. They almost took totals, but they came up short by 30 pins. They could have had a 6-4 split, but they lost 8-2 on that pair. The first team handicap for Frame for Murder won 10-0, but at the same time, too, on the scratch pair for high power won 10-0. So this match ended up being 22-18. It was a great match. I would love to see if they ever match up again later on down the line and see how they would perform. I'm sure both teams won't forget anything. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.